Hey friend, December 31st, literally just a matter of days from now, bigger payments are arriving for SSI from Social Security. And yes, I said bigger payments. Now this time of year, there's always a lot of buzz around SSI, around Social Security payments, the turn of the new year, all the new rules being implemented. The headlines are everywhere, and I know you're seeing it in comment sections too. So I want to break this all down for you because in just days, bigger payments will be going out to about 7.5 million SSI beneficiaries, followed by even bigger payments for a whole lot of Social Security beneficiaries over the coming weeks as well. And by the way, happy holidays! Can you believe we're heading into 2026? The passage of time is wild, right? But here we are, and all those big announcements we got from Social Security back at the end of October are finally coming into fruition. I'm Tony. And here at Retirees Benefits, we've been helping millions of people navigate government benefits for a year. I talk about these benefits extensively, every single day, multiple times a day. I know, I might be a little obsessed, but it's because this stuff is so confusing. There are so many moving parts, so many rules and parameters. I've made well over 150 plus videos, breaking down every last detail, because I know how much you're counting on this information. And trust me, I read your comments, I see your questions, and I respond to as many as I possibly can each and every day. All right, let's talk about who this December 31st payment affects. If you receive Supplemental Security Income, SSI, this is dedicated to you. We're talking about roughly 7.5 million Americans who depend on these monthly SSI payments. That includes seniors over 65 with limited income and resources, disabled adults who can't work or have limited work capacity, children with disabilities whose families meet income requirements, and yes, veterans who receive SSI on top of their VA benefits. Out of all the 75 million people receiving benefits from Social Security, SSI individuals are actually the first ones to get the new increased payment. How cool is that? You're first in line this year. Here's the deal. You generally get paid on the first of the month. You already know this. But since the first of the year, January 1st, 2026, is a holiday, this happens every single year. You actually get paid early. And in this case, you're getting paid December 31st. Now, let me address what I see in the headlines and comments all the time. Is it a bonus? Is it an extra payment? Is it a stimulus? Is it some calendar quirk? None of the above. What it really is your regular monthly benefit for January, but you're getting it one day early because of the holiday. That's what that's all about. Here's where it gets exciting. That December 31st payment isn't going to be your regular benefit amount. It's going to include the new 2.8% COLA increase that was announced back at the end of October. Yes, SSI gets that raise too. I get that question all the time this time of year. And you're the first to get it out of all beneficiaries. Let me break down the exact numbers for you because this is what matters. For individuals, the maximum SSI benefit in 2026 is going up to $994 per month. That's a $27 per month increase over what it was in 2025. Now you can obviously get significantly below that maximum depending on your situation, but you can get up to that amount. For married couples, you can get up to $1,491 per month as a married couple receiving SSI. That's a $41 per month increase over what it was for 2025. These are the new benefit amounts, and this is what you'll be getting as of December 31st. So yes, checks are arriving December 31st for SSI beneficiaries. Yes, these are bigger payments. Yes, you will get paid the 2.8% COLA on behalf of January 1st, but you're getting it one day early. Now, there are a few things you need to be aware of and prepare for. First, if you receive both SSI and Social Security retirement or disability benefits, sometimes called concurrent benefits, your SSI amount might actually adjust even with the COLA. Why? Because Social Security retirement and disability are also getting the 2.8% increase, and SSI is reduced dollar for dollar by other income you receive. So your total income is still going up, but the breakdown between the two might shift slightly. Second, if you live in a state that supplements SSI with additional state payments, states like California, New York, and New Jersey add extra money on top of the federal SSI amount. Check to see if you're getting a state COLA increase too. It varies by state, so contact your state's social services department. Third, keep an eye on your bank account or mailbox. If you're on direct deposit, that money should hit on December 31st. If you get paper checks, they're mailed out a few days early, so you should receive it by January 3rd at the latest. If you don't see your payment by January 6th, that's when you need to call Social Security. Here's something really important that you already know, but I'm going to say it anyway because it matters. Anytime you get paid early, and again, you know this, you also need to factor in that extra timing until you get your next payment. You're getting paid on December 31st, which means there's going to be more time between this payment and the one you'll be receiving in February. So it's just going to add more time between this upcoming payment and your February payment. When paychecks are spread out a little more, it means there's more time to float the bills, float the expenses between payments. You need to budget accordingly and make sure you're planning for that slightly longer gap. I know it's not ideal, but it's just the reality of how the holiday payment schedule works. I want to be honest with you about something. While the 2.8% COLA is helpful, and that $27 or $41 extra per month does add up, it might not fully keep up with your actual cost of living. Rent hasn't gone up by just 2.8%. Groceries haven't gone up by just 2.8%. In many parts of the country, housing costs have absolutely skyrocketed, and utility bills have jumped significantly. This means that even with this increase, you might still feel like you're falling behind. You might still be making impossible choices between medication and food, between heating and eating. I see it every day in the comments on our videos, and it breaks my heart. So while this increase is real and it's permanent, I don't want to sugarcoat the fact that many of you are still struggling. But here's the good news, and this is really important. That COLA increase is not the only help available to you. There are so many programs and resources that people on SSI don't know they qualify for. If you're struggling with food costs, you might qualify for SNAP benefits, also known as food stamps. Even if you've been denied before, the rules change, and it's worth reapplying. If you're having trouble paying your heating or cooling bills, there's a program called LIHEAP that helps with energy costs. Most people on SSI qualify. If you need help with Medicare premiums or prescription drug costs, look into the Medicare savings programs and extra help. These programs can save you hundreds of dollars a month. Local food banks, community action agencies, and churches often have emergency assistance programs for things like rent, utilities, and medical expenses. You don't have to face this alone. I've made videos covering all of these programs in detail, and I'll link to them in the description below. Check out the well over 6,000 videos here on the channel. I'm back with you every single day with videos talking about Social Security, SSDI, SSI, money, benefits, rebates, stimulus, anything else coming up right now that you can possibly grab or take advantage of. That's what I focus on here in these dedicated videos. Here's something to feel hopeful about. Throughout 2026, you're going to be getting that higher payment amount every single month. The $994 maximum for individuals, the $1,491 maximum for couples. And if you're strategic about it, you can use even part of this increase to build a tiny emergency fund. I know $27 doesn't sound like a fortune, but if you can set aside even $10 of that increase each month, by the end of 2026, you'll have $120 saved. That's enough to handle a small emergency without having to choose between paying rent and buying medicine. All right, friend, here's what I need you to do right now. First, mark December 31st on your calendar and watch for that payment. Second, calculate exactly how much your new payment should be based on the numbers I just gave you. $994 max for individuals, $1,491 max for couples, so you can make sure you're getting the right amount. Third, plan your budget knowing there's going to be a slightly longer gap between this payment and your February payment. And please, if this video helped you understand what's happening, hit that like button. Big subscribe button right down below the video. It's 100% free. Please, share this video too. If you know anybody on Social Security, SSI, anything like that, use that big share button down below and get this information to them. Drop your comments down below in the comments section. Let me know what else I can do for you. What questions do you have? What topics do you want me to cover next? I read and respond to as many as I possibly can each and every day. You deserve to know exactly what's happening with your benefits. You deserve to have all the information so you can plan accordingly. And while we can't fix the whole system overnight, we can make sure you're getting every single dollar you're entitled to and that you're prepared for what's coming. Stay tuned, because we've got a lot of other big things coming up. Again, happy holidays, happy new year, whatever it happens to be. I'll catch you again very soon in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.